Dear students, in this video, I am going to explain about notches and weights, the working principle, and discharge equations. Notches and weights are basically used to measure discharge in open channel flows, whereas entry meter and orifice meters are used for measuring discharge through pipes. Notch is a device for measuring this open channel flow from a small tank or a channel, and usually these notches are made of metallic plates. Weir is basically made of masonry work or ordinary dam, and which is basically the obstruction over which the flow must deflect. For simple geometries, like the channel like triangular shaped or rectangular shape, this discharge q relates with gravity g and blockade height h, to which the upstream flow is backed up over the weir elevation. Let us understand this by having this sketch. This one kind of weir called sharp crested weir, where you can see the sharp crest. The crest point is the topmost point of a weir. Okay, this you can see in constructed across rivers or channels. And nap is the thin blanket or thickness of fluid flowing above the crest point. So whereas this crest is the point of the lowest point of the notch, whereas crest is the topmost point of the weir. For similarly for broad crested weirs, we have this situation, and you can see this ventilation. Ventilation is that this condition for this discharge equations is that a nap should be properly ventilated. That means it should nap should flow away from the vertical surface of this wire. That means you should not spill down vertically down there itself. It should move away from this. It should stay clear of the wall. So as you can see in the sketch. So in such cases we can say that wire is properly ventilated. And let us not go into the complete theoretical analysis of this broadcasted crested or sharp crested waves. This is not included in our syllabus. We are not going in detail there. But we are going to discuss the important types of notches or weirs based on the shape of opening. Out of it, we discuss triangular and rectangular notches. A rectangular notch, so we'll try to find out an expression for discharge. In the sketch, it is considered that because of the shape, it is considered as like rectangular notch, and you can see the flow, the total height over the crest point is h. Okay, length l or width is also called as width l of the notch, and h is the height of surface waters above the crest point. Now to calculate the discharge flowing over the notch, we will consider a small element of thickness dh. You can closely observe that the d element of thickness dh is h meters away from the free surface or below the free surface. You can see this h is the distance between the free surface and the element, and dh is the thickness of the element, and l is the width of the element, and capital H is the total height above the crest point. You must understand these details first. Now, considering the area of the strip, it is given by the length of the strip or width of the strip multiplied by thickness of the strip. Length is taken as L, and thickness is taken as dh for the strip. LDH is the area of the strip now. Now, for theoretical velocity of the liquid through the strip is root of 2gh, because it is always the height above that point, water head above that point is considered. So that h is small h. So root of 2gh is the velocity, theoretical one. So now discharge through this strip, only the elemental strip dq is given by coefficient of discharge multiplied by area of strip multiplied by theoretical velocity. So all their area of strip is LDH and theoretical velocity is root of 2gh. So by substituting that, dq is now CD into L into dH root of 2gh. Now in order to find out the total discharge through the notch, remember this small dq is only for elemental discharge through the strip. In order to find out the total discharge, we have to integrate dq over the entire vertical height from 0 to capital H. So in doing so, first let us take out all the constant terms. G is an independent parameter and L is the width geometrical parameter, CD is the constant for the notch, and from that you can write that CD into L root of 2g integral of root of h with respect to h varies over 0 to h. Now root of h is h to the power of half, and now integrating it and applying the limits. Integrating h power half is h 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. So now applying the limits, h, if the lower limit is 0 only, so the second term will be 0 completely. So we have the simplified expression for q, that is discharge over a rectangular notch, equal to q is equal to 2 by 3 into CD into L root of 2g into h 3 by 2. This is the expression for rectangular notch. Discharge over a triangular notch or V notch. In this sketch, we should be able to make out the total height of liquid above the crest point is capital H, and there is this angle, what called vertex angle or notch angle, theta. Total angle is theta. So half of that will be theta by 2, as shown in the sketch on the left hand side, triangle ACO, because an elemental strip is considered of thickness dh from a depth of h from the from the free surface. So now if you consider the triangle OCA, then the angle between AOC is theta by 2, and the height, since the total height is capital H and the height from free surface to the strip is small h, so the height of CO is h minus small h. So let us go with the derivation. Let the total height h, and we have considered a horizontal elementary strip of thickness dh at a depth of h below the free surface, and now from the triangle ACO, tan of theta by 2, tan of theta by 2 opposite by adjacent, AC is the opposite edge and CO is the adjacent side. So AC by CO is capital H minus small h, so we can write AC, which is half the width of the strip at that height considered, is AC, which is the tan theta by 2 multiplied by capital H minus small h. The width of the strip now is 2 times that AC, so AB now is equal to 2 times h minus h into tan theta by 2. You know, the area of the strip is the length or width of the strip multiplied by the thickness. Thickness is dh, so we have 2h minus h into tan theta by 2 into dh is the area of the strip. Theoretical velocity of the liquid through the strip is root of 2gh. And now to find out the discharge through the elemental strip dq, CD is equal to area of the strip multiplied by theoretical velocity. Area of strip is just now found out, and also liquid theoretical velocity of the liquid is also known. So substituting them, we have dq is equal to CD into 2 capital H minus small h into tan theta by 2 dh root of 2gh. Now in order to get the total discharge through the notch, we can integrate dq with respect to within the limits small h, the 0 to capital H. Rearranging the constant terms outside, 2cd into tan theta into theta by 2 into 2g under the roots. And then we have separate integral in h minus h into root of h into dh, and taking one by one all the steps separately, taking root of h inside that brackets, capital H multiplied by small h upper half minus h power 3 by 2 dh. Now integrating it, so we have the integration of h power half and h power 3 by 2, and now taking applying this limits and rearranging simplifying, you must take some time to simplify this, taking the LCM for 3 and 5, which is 15, and simplifying it. We finally end up with q is equal to 8 by 15 into cd tan theta root of 2g multiplied by h into h power 5 by 2. H 5 power 5 by 2 is not under the root separately, so h power 5 by 2. Now we can say that if you keep all the terms constants, q is directly proportional to h power 5 by 2, whereas in the previous case q was proportional to h power 3 by 2, that is for rectangular notch. Now I repeat this q, 8 by 15 into cd into tan theta by 2 root of 2g into h power 5 by 2. But if you consider a right angled V notch, that means theta is equal to 90 degree, then tan theta by 2 will be 45 degree. You know the tan 45 degree is equal to 1, and if you consider value of CD, coefficient of discharge for triangular notch 0.6, then we have simplified expression for Q, which is 1.417 h power 5 by 2. It is the simplest expression for a right angled V notch with CD is equal to 0.6. So we have some advantages over rectangular notch. So if there is a very small volume of fluid flowing over the rectangular notch, this H, capital H, which is to be measured to find out the discharge, will be very small. The accuracy of measurement of H directly influences the calculation of Q. So in case of rectangular notch, it is not suitable for small discharges, whereas for triangular notches is quite easy to use for even for the lower discharge values. And very important thing is they have a very simple expression for q. Only one h value is needed for finding the q value in case of triangular notch. And as I mentioned earlier, measuring low discharges, or sometimes v notch or triangular notch is used as a calibration instrument for measuring other devices also. And in this case of rectangular notch, definitely there will be properly ventilation from that means the nap will spill out, not need not drown, it will not drown down the wall itself. So ventilation of rectangular notch is not necessary separately. This is the end of session. In the next session we have some numerical problems.